Good morning.
Welcome back.
Yes, here we are back on the AIS Indoor Arena and the wonderful Tetraflex floors, ready for day 3 of the Canberra Boccia Challenger. I'm Catherine and my co-commentator is Phil, and we are welcoming all the players in the first round of matches today, kicking off 10:30 Australian Daylight Saving Time. We will be covering Court 1, and we have an excellent match there.
Yeah, that will be a BC1 female match, round 5. Angeline Lawas from Malaysia playing Leung from Hong Kong, China. Should be a great game, Catherine.
And these are the 2 highest ranked athletes in the competition.
Yes, they are. I think Angeline's 7 in the world.
Wow.
And Leung is 13 in the world.
So the very best of the BC1 players. They're moving into position now on court. They have a short warm-up time to test everything out. And then the match will begin.
Yep.
What would they be focusing on now, Phil?
I think in this this warm-up period, I think you'd be looking to maybe just stretch your muscles a little bit, because you've been in the call room for quite a long time. They would have done a warm-up on the warm-up courts earlier in the day. But this is your last chance to sort of settle your muscles down, even things like getting used to the lighting and the court surface.
It'd be quite bright out here compared to being in the call room.
I think it is lit much the same, but there is a difference, as you say. Yeah.
Getting their hair done.
Yes.
Getting everything checked.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I think it's your last chance to get comfortable, to make sure you're comfortable in your chair. You can see there that Leung is sitting sideways onto the court. It's not something we see often, I don't think, Catherine, but if it suits the way you play, then that's quite a reasonable thing to do.
And the way you play is often governed by your physical ability.
Very much
and
so.
how your body works. And this being BC1, these are the less able of the throwers. We have BC1s, BC2s and BC4s are all throwers, with 4s the most able, and BC3s are the athletes who use the ramps.
Yeah, that's the classification system working, yeah. You can see Angeline Lawas there from Malaysia. She's got her jack out, probably at the length she prefers to play. And she'll be just trying to see if there are any irregularities in the court surface that would mean that she's not getting her first ball on the jack. Now it looks like she might be moving towards her opponent's jack length, which is the other thing she needs to work on.
Quite difficult for Leung to see sitting side on, and they are allowed to have the assistance of one individual, but they're not allowed to talk to them. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, all their sports assistant can do is hand them the ball that they've requested and to help them reposition the chair, but they can't point the chair in the direction they think it should be. They have to be instructed by the athlete to do that. Everything very much in the athlete's control, always in boccia. Leung's got a few very accurate balls on that jack length of Angeline Lawas there. This very tight, very good players, both these young women.
And closely ranked.
Yes. Okay, the referee you can see there is Saskai Heek from Australia, just taking the jack balls back to the timing table. The referee holds the jacks, and when it's the individual player's turn to play, they hand them their jack.
Also can be in attendance.
That's
very
right.
Quickly, only for very limited periods of time.
Yes, they have to get off the court well and truly before the whistle blows, as we say. You can see So it's Leung to set the first jack, because she's in that box to the right of the centre of the court.
And throwing with the red balls.
With the red balls, yep.
And she would have potentially chosen that by winning.
The coin toss.
Yes,
yeah.
or losing. That's how they determine whether you're red or blue.
Yep, that's right.
In the court or second.
And then if you'd rather go first, you choose red. If you'd rather go second. She's gone very deep in the court there, but I'm sure that was planned.
And these are her own balls, tried and tested.
Yep. Yeah.
Measured to meet tried and tested.
Yep. Yeah.
Measured to meet international requirements.
Yes, each player would probably come to the competition with 2 or maybe 3 sets of 6 balls.
I think the blue is still closer. So 2 balls remaining for Leung.
She probably won't be happy with that one. One ball to play. These players have 4.5 minutes, I think it is, Catherine.
A little longer for the BC ones.
Is it? Right.
I think. Angeline has chosen to continue.
In this first end, she could see it as being to throw those last 2 balls. Backs lifted up off the court.
And we will continue.
Backs lifted up off the court.
And we will continue with the second of the 4 ends.
And the jack this time will be set by Leung.
The coaches and sport assistants collect the balls.
Yes, it's Curry on the court there for that 1 minute. The coach wants to exactly. Yeah.
This is round 5 of this competition, so they've probably seen each other play.
Certainly, they're in the same pool.
And the coaches would have, yeah.
Yep. In fact, last night might have been spent looking at coverage of the previous games. Sometimes at the end of the court, you can see people with phones videoing their games so that they can use them for reference.
An open opportunity here for Mei Yi.
Yes, she now has the opportunity to hold that jack. And that's not touching, but it's very close and it is in front. And that may give Angeline Lawas from Malaysia a bit of a problem. She may be able to see, in fact, looking at that shot, I think she can see a little bit of the jack looking down the side of the red ball. So she may be able to pick that jack up and run it back onto her blue ball. You can see there the number on her leg, 11:01. Oh, the 01 at the end means she's the number 1 seed coming into this competition.
Had the opposite impact.
Yes, the jack is still, I think, visible for her. Yes, the 1 means she's a female player. The second one means she's a BC1. And the 01 means that she's the number 1 seeded player.
And Angeline Lawas.
Yep, a little bit of a dropout in the internet there, but we're back with you now.
Angeline is blue and has placed the jack in the first 3 shots. But Mei Yi in the red is currently holding the shot, so Angeline is taking her 4th ball.
And I think here she would be thinking maybe in terms of running that jack ball back and bringing the blue ball behind it. into play and leaving her ball that she's pushing the jack with in front. Let's see if I'm right. Well, she certainly picked the jack up. Yep,
well done.
Yep.
Perhaps we could see that one again. That was a beautiful shot.
Yep. Here we go. Just keep your eye on that white ball there. In comes the, yeah, lovely. Using the red ball as a cushion, and you've got what they call a wing structure there now. I always think of it as Mickey Mouse.
2 ears.
2 ears and a head.
So Mei Yi from Hong Kong with the red now to throw. She clearly wanted to push that white ball forward where her blue balls are sitting, but didn't quite land in the right spot, and it's still sitting very close to the red.
Yep, so she's moved that back. We might have a...
and she's actually got it closest now, hasn't she?
Yes, so we might have a bit of a battle here between who can push the jack back further.
So for the blue, Angeline Lawas takes her 5th shot to try and reclaim the jack.
I wonder. We'll have to wait till the referee has a look at it. Still red to play.
So blue holding.
Yep. So we do have that that battle on our hands of just moving that jack around. A lot of new players don't think about that. You tend to play the jack where it lies, but one of the great things you can do is move the jack to a spot where you've already got balls, and that works quite well. It's something to practice in training. Just looking at Mei Leung's, we're talking about her throwing sideways. Throwing to this side of the court may be more of a problem, but she's obviously been doing that and doing it well. Came down through that gap there.
The referee checking to see whether it's in or out, and has determined that it's in.
Yep. If any part of that ball was touching the line, it would be out. So another shot for Mei Leung from Hong Kong, China. Taking her time, not rushing it. She's got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
And that 2 minutes is to throw the remaining 3 balls, not just the next ball, isn't it, Phil?
That's right. Yeah. But the players have a clock at the end of the court where they can see exactly what we can see in the bottom left-hand corner there. So they're aware of the time. And at this level, you would feel the time almost instinctively. Because you've been training so hard at that time. A bit of an escape there. That might have knocked the blue ball up a bit, but still red to play.
And interesting to observe Mei Yi really take her time, really think her shot. And I would imagine she's using some imagery and seeing the movement and where she wants the ball exactly to go and feeling that, rather than just rushing into the shot.
Yep. Like any sport, all those things that you were just mentioning there, seeing the shot, imagining it, feeling it, all come into this. I'd say there, she's holding, there was a bit of a touch and a bounce, and you can see the gap there between the other balls. And
excellent ball. Maybe see that one again. A great move with her second last ball to reclaim the jack.
Let's just watch this one. Here it comes into play. Just removes the blue ball and replaces her red ball with it. A master shot. Beautiful to see. Now here comes the player from Malaysia. Trying maybe to push that blue ball back in onto the jack.
quite enough force. The situation they're running into here with their last and second last balls is they may not have the ideal softness or hardness for the shot they want to do.
Yeah, you would probably need a hard ball for this, and maybe you've used all your hard balls up, as you say, Catherine, and you're left just with a soft ball to try and do a push-up shot with.
So one shot remaining in this second end. Leung from Hong Kong.
30 seconds to go.
Experienced player, not rushing. Just off.
I don't think that's made much difference to the head. The referee says one red, but the players have decided they'd like to come out and have a look and just make sure. I'd be wanting to have a look at that second red ball there, I think, if I was playing. But they're obviously happy with it.
A lot of work to just score 1 point. Very tight game here.
Yep.
Between Leung from Hong Kong, China, and Angeline Lawas from Malaysia. The two highest ranked players in the BC1 pool.
One red is the official score for this end. We'll wait for the referee to pick the jack up, which officially ends the end. 1 minute now for scurrying around picking up the balls and talking to your athlete. So that makes it even for halfway through the game. 1 point to each player. A very tight game and a very exciting game to watch, Catherine.
Yes, and it's always important to keep in mind that they have 6 balls, so there's always that potential to score up to 6 points in one end, which can significantly change a game. But with the skill level, both defensive and offensive, of these two players and their experience, we'd be unlikely to see that.
I think so. As you say, they've both made wise decisions when it comes to changing from offence to defence.
And countering each other's moves very thoughtfully.
Very much a mind game. You need the skills to place the ball, but you also need to be thinking your way through the game.
Highly strategic, always thinking several shots ahead.
Yes, exactly.
As well as what you're doing. 4 minutes 30 to throw the 6 balls, alternating the jack.
And Leung.
Oh, that's a tricky place to put it, isn't
very
it?
short
for
there.
The opposition.
Yes. You see the V line there across the court. The jack has to cross that V line before it's an allowed jack, and she's just crept across the line. So that's almost as short as you can play.
And hard to her side of the court as well.
Yeah. She's opted to play facing the jack this time. And a beautiful, beautiful ball in front and touching. The challenge there now for Angeline Lawas from Malaysia. She probably can get a little bit of a grip on the jack.
She's got some sight of the white, hasn't she?
Yeah. I think the player from Hong Kong, China, would have liked a red ball just to be a little to the left of where it is now, so it be in a direct line between her opponent and the jack. But a very good first shot. A try there to knock away.
The referee decides the blue ball is still in play, just in case we get one of those knock-ons of the jack, moving it forward.
If the jack got moved back, Probably see another attempt here to split the red ball and the jack.
They would be the harder balls, wouldn't they, Phil?
They would be. That's a beautiful shot. We call that knockout and hold. She's knocked the red ball away.
We see that one again.
And left her blue ball in exactly the position that it needs to be. A very hard position for her opponent to get onto the jack. There we go. Moving away the red ball. Plonk. Blue ball right in front. Classy boccia.
What
Classy
did you call
boccia.
that one?
Plonk.
A plonk. Highly
Yeah, just-
technical name.
I use a lot of technical terms. Okay, Catherine, you'll get used to it.
Now, how will she counter? The player from Hong Kong, China, Leung.
She would need to do much the same thing, I think. Get a hard ball, try and knock that blue ball away. And maybe even try and push the jack back with it. If she can transfer the energy from her ball into the blue ball and then the jack, she might be able to push the jack back onto her red ball. Players at this skill level have those sort of skills that they can do that with.
So blue holding. Angeline Lawas from Malaysia. Another great shot from Leung. Pushing her own red ball closer, but the referee determining still blue holding.
What she could do now, she's got that red ball in close. If she could wedge another red ball between that red ball and the jack, that would put her in a good position. Especially if she can, in doing that, move the jack so there's a gap between it and the blue ball. Asking a lot from one shot, but again, these are very highly ranked players.
She tried to do exactly that, didn't she?
Yeah, and it's moved the set-up ball. Maybe time now to think about defence.
She wouldn't want to try and push the jack forward where her balls are waiting.
I think if she had more than two balls left, that would be a shot. But I think with these two balls, she has to stop Angeline Lawas from scoring more. All Angeline has to do at this stage is move that red ball that's close to the side, and she could easily score 5 points on this end. That's an
interesting choice.
A good backup ball there. If the jack goes back, then she's got the ball there for it to rest on.
One ball remaining. What can she do with it?
I'd like to see her put it right in front of the blue ball, but she was obviously going for a bit of a push shot on the jack there, I think, and it went straight through the gap.
So she had potentially set up that group of red balls and wanted to push the jack forward, but just failed to achieve that.
Yep, I think that's what it was. It came down to that last ball to see whether that that tactic would work. So the red player has played all her balls. The blue player has got 4 balls left, I think. Yep. So now she has the chance to really increase her score here in this end phase of the game.
The two reds are reasonably close, aren't they? So she'd want to be careful.
Yeah, but a good player can make space. We'll see if that's what she decides to do. Would depend too, I suppose, on which balls she's got left.
Yeah, she was trying to slot it up to the side there, wasn't she?
Yes, I think that would be
the
best position to score from. Yep.
Because there was a little bit of open space there, but she can now push her own blue ball forward.
Yep, that's right. But it does mean that she's probably got 1 ball fewer than she would have liked to finish off the round, unless she can make this ball follow the blue ball in. she's got the skill level for it. Yep. She wants to come out and have a look at the relative distances. As we've said before, sitting, looking at it virtually level, you can't really get much of an idea of close distances between the balls, but if you come out and have a look from close up, it looks very different, and it can be very surprising. There's room where you didn't think there was room.
So would you think that's still only one for blue? Only one for Angeline?
I would have asked for a score, I think, if it was me, but we're all individuals. Maybe she's very confident she can push that ball in.
So she pushed her own ball closer, but also onto the reds too.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm not the referee for that one. That's a very tight circle. It's very tight scoring.
Just
circle.
looking on the screen there, there is a bit of a gap between the red and the white, although it doesn't look like it from our angle in where we're sitting here. But yeah, you can see there. It's there's still room. There's still room.
That's a nice shot.
That is. That's
maybe see that one again.
Yeah.
Right through a very tiny space and really in tight to the jack.
Yeah, that's been a real test of the abilities of these two players, that end. Here it comes. Just kisses the ball and moves it in and backwards a little bit.
And she would have probably thought about the softness and the hardness of the balls that were out there as well, because the one that she bumped into stayed well and truly put.
That might have been why she came out to have a look, I think, to see if she could recognise what the ball was. 2 for blue.
And in this low-scoring game, 2 is a big game.
It is.
Halfway point.
No, we're 3/4 of the way through.
Yes, coming into, it is moving through much more quickly.
It is. So the score at the moment is 3 to Angeline Lawas from Malaysia and 1 to Leung from Hong Kong, China.
One end remaining in this match.
So still very much all to play for. There it goes. Look at that ball roll in. That was a beautiful thing to see.
It's just such a joy to watch quality players, isn't it?
It is.
Because they do all the things that maybe other players, and I know you play, Phil, all the things you try and do.
Yep.
and think about doing.
And here they make it look so easy. It's like watching good tennis players. You know, you think, oh, no. I would have missed that one by miles, but yeah.
Big sprint by the Malaysian coach.
Yep. It's been in training, I think.
Otherwise, they can earn a yellow card.
Yep.
And they don't want that.
They've got to do the 12.5 metres in under 2 seconds.
Here we go. The jack placement.
Fairly central there.
Thoughts? Unusual choice?
Maybe a bit of a thought there of easy to defend. Seeing how you're 3-1 up in a very low-scoring game. But there will still be some aggressive play here, I think. She'd want to hold, and if she can increase the score, then scores for and against can matter, and it puts you in a better position if that's the case.
And that just, what you explained then, highlights the complexity of the thinking. It's not just, I'm going to do this for me, for this ball. It's for the whole match and the whole competition.
Yes.
And the next ball and the next ball. It's a very strategic game. Got it nice and close, but maybe, is that blocking enough?
No, I think she would have liked that to have been directly in front. She did seem happy with it, though. But it does leave it open for the player from Hong Kong, China. Sitting side on this time.
First ball from Leung.
Yeah, she obviously trying to pick the jack up there, but...
Well, she also could be putting that ball there. I watched in another game that they place their ball long like that, and then the next ball they hit the jack and move it onto it. Yeah. So really that thinking several throws ahead.
Yes, yeah.
And setting up the final shot rather than going shot by shot.
Mm.
Yeah,
she's going for a hold shot there. Yep, so she's holding. Red's closest, so the blue player plays next.
And that is Angeline Lawas, the Malaysian. Both athletes using the full range of space in their box.
Yes, that's another thing I harp on about all the time, is don't just move to the front centre of your box. Move around. It looks differently from which side of the box you're sitting in, maybe even which corner of the box you're sitting in.
Tried to open that up, didn't she?
Yep. I wonder if she'd be thinking in terms of flicking the jack back and putting it behind her blue ball.
That sounds immensely complex.
It's a lovely shot if you can pull it off.
Angeline Lawas to continue, currently leading 3-1 in this final end of the round 5 competition in the BC1 female Pool A.
That's certainly...
Her coaches and supporters are happy with that.
Yes, they are. That's certainly going to make it very hard for Leung to score more points. She needs to score 2 points for a tiebreak, 3 points to take the match. Made sure of it there. So she's holding with that shot. Now Leung coming out to have a look, see what needs to be done. Maybe thinking in terms of pushing that red ball further in and moving it away from the blue ball and holding.
Plenty of balls left. She has 4 to play.
And just under 3 minutes left on the clock.
So taking her time and setting up the shot.
Yep, no need to rush, no need to hurry. And I think she's done it.
Such precision to land the ball and to have the right ball to make that move too.
And with exactly the right weight behind it. Yep.
So now Angeline to play. 2 balls remaining.
Yep. Maybe thinking in terms of pushing her blue ball back. The ramp operator just making sure the ball is round. Ramp operator, sports assistant. This is really good boccia.
Tried to get that red out the way, didn't she?
You can see how close it is because the referee's had to get down on her knees to really see if there's a gap there somewhere. So it looks like blue is touching. What a tight head that is. Here's that shot again.
A lot of pressure on Leung from Hong Kong now.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that great?
It is superb. And really blocking her opposition as well.
Yes, yes.
Angeline, world number 7, I think you said.
Yes, yes.
So a very, very highly ranked player, as is
Leung,
Leung.
yeah, number 13 in the world. Something went wrong there, obviously, in the...
Did she knock the chair, possibly?
May have done, yeah.
2 balls remaining. She'll regroup, refocus. You can't do anything about what's already happened, can you?
No, that's
can
right.
only move forward.
Yep.
That was nice. Pushed 1 ball out of the way. Would have liked to be a little closer, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe she can come down between that ball and the jack and wedge one in there. That would
be quite hard to knock both balls, all those balls forward. Her last shot.
She does have the power, though. She's a very powerful player.
Perhaps tried to do that, but not quite the right angle.
I think sometimes there's a balance between power and accuracy. And the more power you try to use, the more you've got to concentrate on your accuracy as well, because one tends to work against the other. You need to find that balance, power and accuracy.
So Angeline has 1 ball remaining. Asks the referee how many scoring shots she has.
The red ball you can see beside the jack there is the only barrier now. She's just going for a trial throw.
And that ends the competition and the match.
Yep, we'll just see what the score is. The referee there, Saskai van Heek from Australia, indicating the situation. Now they have to go back into their boxes before the final score can be announced. We'll see all of those boxes coming into play as we get into the teams and pairs, where we have either 4 or 6 players on the court. 1 to blue.
So a 4-1 win in the match to Angeline Lawas from Malaysia. Beautifully played competition.
A joy to watch, wasn't it, Catherine?
It was.
Really good boccia.
And more to come.
Yes, 11:30 Eastern Australian Daylight Saving.
Here in 15 minutes. So we will be back in 15 minutes.
That's Matthew Whiting from New Zealand against Masaki Kano from Japan, a BC1 male game. Thanks very much for being with us. I'm Phil. Catherine's been with me, and I'm sure we'll be back later in the day. Well, certainly later in the competition.
Certainly will. Thank you, Phil.
Come back for that game that's coming up very soon. Bye for now.